From joining the startup, working for myself, going through school, doing a bit of college, I've figured out, and creating content, that the only thing that's helped me get better and helped me progress is we're nearly at the point. I just stopped for some action B-roll. Back to it. Okay, we've got to walk a little bit. The sun is coming up. Hallelujah. Because it was freaking cold this morning. It's the coldest I felt it in like the last few days. So let's get moving. I'm dealing with a serious shade of the grass is always greener here, and I've got like a beautiful space for the sunrise right now. I ideally wanted to get up onto that hill, but after walking up through like 10 feet of bog, it's not going too good. We're gonna make a coffee and we're just gonna have a fucking chat, man. Oh, I brought everything to make coffee except the coffee. Oh well, cups of hot water for breakfast this morning. And we're getting attacked by bugs here, man. This might not be the spot. We might have to move. Oh. We have decided to move location, and considering I'm not sitting down somewhere to brew coffee now, we're just gonna go back up here into the open space a little bit more and just chill the motherfucker out. Hopefully you're enjoying so far. It's a little bit chaotic. I mean, that's the reality for me waking up at this time. I'm not normally up this early. So if you watched my last video, which was out on Thursday, you probably know that I had COVID last week. I was in a hoop and I took 2 weeks off of YouTube. In that space of time, man, let me tell you. Okay, this place is a little bit more relaxing. I was getting swarmed by midges and shit there, and my legs smell like Manuka honey. So I don't know what type of flies they were, man, but they were carrying Manuka honey. So those bees are obviously swimming in honey and then putting it on the flies, and then the flies are flying on. I forgot to bring the coffee, but instead what I am going to have is a cup of hot water. I find that at the moment most of my YouTube videos seem to begin with me talking about some form of an internal dispute that I had with myself. Personally, I want this YouTube channel to kind of be an encapsulation of all of my memories, my lessons, all these little things that I've kind of discovered along the way. Ideally to help people that maybe are going through the same stuff and they just can't get that insight. Sometimes I'm fortunate that I can break through it, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I discover the insights that I need through social media, whether that is YouTube or sometimes on Instagram. Rarely on Instagram, to be honest. What the f was that? The last week when I had COVID, man, I was just sat there in a heap for days and days and days. Obviously, we isolate, all the fun stuff that comes with it, but it's the mental aspect for me. Through that period of time, man, I just became so in my own head. You know, it's like a 2-week break from YouTube. Like, I'm loving YouTube at the moment. Like right now, recording, speaking to the camera, baby, I'm happy. And when I wasn't able to do that, I did try, I have contracted COVID-19. I'm realizing my headspace, man, is melted. I'm seeing people and I'm looking at them as if though I don't think they're real. So I don't know, will this vlog ever come to fruition? I'll have to see. It can be disheartening. It kind of makes you feel like, you know, fuck, am I even getting where I want to be getting? So when I'm trying to progress with something, whether that be with videos, with photos, with filmmaking, it's like I always want it now, I always want it immediately. And maybe that's a patience game, maybe that's because I'm young and I'm fucking fired up. I find it really disheartening when I let myself get into this space. I get into this place where I don't really have much confidence in myself. I don't have confidence in my work, you know. I feel like this is happening, that's happening. And I really got into my own head. I'm just making up excuses because I'm not getting the results that I want to be getting from the output I'm putting out. For me, I've really found it in the past like 4 months, you know, since I've switched from working with people to being self-employed and being my own boss, man. It can actually be difficult some days to stay on track and stay highly motivated. It's quite easy to get complacent in that, and you just kind of look at what you see. It's no different to posting on Instagram for me. It's like I'm just seeing my content not reach people. I'm not seeing the potential that, you know, the next post may have. So I suppose it's important in those situations that you must stay focused and you must stay grounded. Okay, I've actually got to go now. I'm meeting Dean for a coffee. We'll continue this conversation. We're going to meet Dean now for the coffee and to drink some coffee. We found Dean and we're going to ask him some interview questions. Dean, is there anything that you find yourself sometimes, say it's something you're consistent with, whether it's the gym, work, making TikToks, is there something that you find yourself hit that little resistance curve, you don't really want to do it, but you know the greater goal?
As humans, you never feel good all the time. Or if you feel bad, then you know what it feels like to feel good, and you crave that feeling of feeling good. Take gym for instance. There's days that I don't want to go in, but you just have to go in, because once you get in there and you get that workout done, you feel good. If you don't go in there, you don't get that workout done, you don't feel good.
No, but that's exactly what I wanted.
If you get up and make your bed, you know in the evening you're gonna come home to a made bed. You're gonna come home and there's gonna be like that dopamine hit in the evening of that bed made, that you can get into a clean, nicely made bed. But you just take that kind of idea and put it to everything. You work out 6 days a week, you're not gonna feel good all 6 days of that week. Yeah. Got in 6 days a week, now I find my nutrition's on point, my gym's on point. There's nothing that's affecting me when I go home to sleep. Nothing's keeping me awake at night because I feel like I've everything done during the day.
Said it like a true man that goes to the gym 6 days a week. And that's factual. I'm going to put Dean's TikTok on the screen right now. He's throwing a football every day for the next 6 years until the NFL comments, so go and comment on the TikTok. And shout out to everyone else doing TikTok as well. I'll pop all the people on the screen right now. We're finishing the coffee. Dean's going into work. I'm going to get in the car. But there is one more part. I brought you to 3 locations at this rate, but there's one more part I need to bring you guys to, because I want to finish this video off in grand fashion and dive into that one thing that you have to have. Dean touched on it, I've touched on it, but I'm going to put the nail in the damn coffin now. Thanks, Dean.
No worries.
Okay, it is much later in the day. It is 20 to 5. Came home after having that coffee with Dean. I got a little bit carried away with some work. So I'm editing. This is the YouTube video for Thursday. I'm struggling here. You can see the beach ball of death, as Jake Brown once told me it is. And it's certainly not a good sign right now. We're done. The video is done. There's clips from the video. Client work is done. Emails have been answered. Calls have been had. And the video has been published. Well, not published yet. It's published in 41 minutes. That was an intense day. I feel good, man. There's something about getting up early. I'm telling you. You just gotta push through. I found Safiq. Here she is. In her true glory.
I can't get out here. I have sliders on.
That's okay. I'll do it for the 2 of us.
Have fun.
The whole point of this video was literally to touch on the one aspect that I think is absolutely essential to be successful in anything. Whether that's something personal, whether it's a business, whether it's school, anything. I think this, you have to have this. There's no dispute about it. I hope these fuckers don't beat me up. About 5 months ago now, I quit my job and I started up my own company, and since then I've been self-employed working for Fractured Live Visuals. In that process, from joining the startup, working for myself, going through school, doing a bit of college, I've figured out, and creating content, that the only thing that's helped me get better and helped me progress is being resilient. Through everything, you have to consistently try, and if you fail, try again, and if you fail, try again. There was a post put up by Visualize Value, and it was basically repetition, 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 repetition turns to reputation. And that's the idea, you know, by the time you put in these reps, you build it out. These guys agree with me. Oh no, sorry. It's all about the reps, you know, as Dean said about the gym. If you can stay resilient through that, you know, it's about pushing through the bad days to get the good days. It's the same with everything, whether it's a new business you're starting, whether it's a new job you're starting, whether it's just anything in life. If you can apply some form of resilience and consistency to that, I guarantee you, I promise, you will succeed in it in some aspect. It's all about resilience and staying focused. I hope I didn't drag this video out too long, but I didn't want to just kill it straight away because I don't feel like that's fun. And I had a beautiful day myself, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you didn't see Thursday's video, make sure you go check that out. That'll help your resilience if you get that little productivity boost. But yeah, very grateful to be doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm thankful to be self-employed and being a resilient motherfucker through it all. Stay resilient, people, and happy successfulness in the future. Goodbye, babies. Who do you think you are? Running around these parts, causing inconveniences to strangers.
Well,